All right, there we go. I was on mute. Today is Friday. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Family Morning Transformation with yours truly, DMP Speaks. I am here live from the studio. I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that you're and pray that you're feeling well. It's a hot, muggy, rainy Friday morning here in Georgia. And I'm not sure where you are, but I'm hoping that you all are staying dry and feeling well. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name of DMP Speaks. I am a speaker, soon to be author. I am a board certified Christian counselor and a personal coach, a development coach for families. I believe that your family deserves the transformation that you've been looking for and searching for. I believe that I have a program that is going to help you, but I'll tell you about that at the end of the show. So you can't leave me. You got to stay towards the end just for additional information. But today, the topic that I would like to talk about, and I want you guys to share this if you don't mind. Share if you care, as they say. The topic that I want to talk about, and this is a pretty serious topic, and if you have comments or concerns, please engage with me. I believe that we're turning a corner together, that we can talk about certain things when I have these topics, and you guys can even have topics that you want me to talk about. I want to bring my wife on. I want to bring some family members. I want to bring some experts. I want to make the show and the other things that we're working on a value to you, of value to you. So again, the topic that we're talking about today is constant pressure brings distance. Again, constant pressure brings distance. Please share. Let's go into today's session. So, parents, guardians. We all, if we can be honest, we all have the best intentions that we want for our teen, young adult, our child. That's across the board. Any mother, any father, any grandparent that has a teen or young adult in their home currently, you want the best for them. You have good intentions and not ill intentions. I'm talking about for the rock star moms. I'm talking about for the strong super dads. I'm talking about the amazing grandparents or grandmother. You have great intentions. Any child wants their child to be the best at whatever that they do, whether it's sports, music, if it's ministry, if it's spelling bee, whatever it is, right? You have the best intentions for your child, but there are times that your teen, your baby, your young adult might have other plans that they might be intrigued about. They might have some other dreams, some other aspirations, and they've been inspired to do those aspirations and do those dreams that might be contrary to what you want them to do. We all have our children. We want a certain life. We want them to live a certain life as we get older, so that when we're gone, we know that they're good. But sometimes it can be misunderstood, because we all have, again, that intention for our child to do great things. But it might be the things that we want them to do, and it might not be the things that they want to do. And that brings the conflict. That brings the trouble, right? Even though it's great intentions, because you want them to add value to the world. Any parent wants that. But maybe their idea of adding to the world with their gift look a little different. might look a little different to most of us. And let's keep it a buck. Come on, everybody. I'm gonna get into this mic. This mic on. Some of us, some of us parents, not all of us, are very fixated and overly involved because we have a notion how their lives should be. And guess what we don't do, y'all? We don't even ask our child, what do they do? What do they want to be? What are their interests? Sometimes parents will tell you, well, this is what you want to do. I'm gonna put you in this sport. I'm gonna make you model. I'm gonna make you play this music. I'm gonna make you go to this law firm or this law school. I'm gonna make you become a doctor. And it could be the opposite. That teen or young adult, even an adult child, but just focus on the teen and young adult, they might want to do something different. The problem is the way that you want them to bless the world with their gift is different and contrary to what you already had planned for them. And that's where the distance starts to come. That's where the distance starts to happen. We sometimes can push and push and push, and we push too much. And that brings up issues. So the teen and young adult feel like, man, I love my parent, but they don't get me because you're trying to get me to do something that my heart is not in it. The parent heart is in it, but that child's heart is not in that. We sometimes, again, can push so hard that we push our teen or young adult away and think it is good. They'll get over it, but internally, they haven't really got over it. They love you too much and they'll just do it. But inside, they're saying, this is not me. This is not me. I don't want to do this. I have no desire for this. See, isolation and separation brings confusion. They'll start to isolate themselves, separate from you to the place they'll quit. And then you are left confused. You're left confused because you thought they loved it the way you do or the way you did. But that's not something that they really wanted to do. Again, we all have great intentions for our teen or young adult to do some of the things that we know that they're good at. I've been there. Like, man, he could be doing X, Y, and Z. His mind is fixated on this very thing that he's so interested in. So my question is to some of you parents this morning, share this message with someone, share this session with someone, because I want to ask you and others a question. What if your teen has plans for their lives that is different from yours? How do you handle that? What if your child has a desire that is not of your own? Think about that. They got a desire to do this because it's on their heart. That's all they think about. We got to realize that if that's something that they really think about, that is in their heart and they really want to do it, we got to be able to feed them. But a lot of times we're not feeding them that. We're not supporting them in that because we feel, well, they need our guidance. They're always, at some point, it looks different as they get older. They're always going to need our guidance. I don't care how old they are, how old you get, they're still going to need your guidance. But sometimes they just need your support, that they don't have to perform and do the things that you want them to do for you to really love them, for you to be really happy for them or happy that that's your child. See, when we don't have an open mind and open thoughts, we are missing out on valuable and potential great conversations and closeness, right? Because our minds are closed to the very thing that our teen or young adult is so heavily mentally and emotionally involved in. They can smell that thing. It's there for them. So my other question is to you all. I'm gonna ask you a lot of questions. Have you asked them what their passion is? What do they like to do? Who do they want to become? Because if you're not asking these type of questions about their passion, what makes them happy? Because when you start to ask these questions, then you start to really get to know them as a person. But we have to do this though. We got to ask them these questions so we can find out what makes them happy. Find ways, we have to find ways to support them. We got to find ways to be their best cheerleader. We got to find ways to not just be supportive, but be open minded. Again, your teen is going to need your guidance, but we also have to learn that they have their own desires, they have their own dreams, they have their own aspirations and inspirations that they must follow, their own personal endeavors to add value to this world. But the one thing I want to tell you is and leave you with this today, and I need again share this. You have to love your child, and it should not be dependent on their performance. Whether they are involved in something that you have done or not. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but they should always know, even if you don't fully agree, even if you don't see it, they should always know that they got your support. Again, they don't have to be just like you, but it's okay for them to have some great remnants of you, but they have their own path to live. And they're still going to need you. They're still going to need your support. See, it makes a world of difference when you support them, even if you don't understand it, even if you don't get it, you still support them in some way. You give them the guidance that they need, right? When it's necessary. But that love and appreciation will grow fonder because they know that you don't agree. They know that you don't understand. They can feel it. They're aware of it. They're conscious of it. But they know, man, even though I know my parent doesn't agree, they're here. They supported my singing career. They're supporting. I'm going left of the family. I'm going right of the family. I want to do this. This is really what makes my heart smile. I'm very passionate about this. And even though they don't understand fully, they're here. So my question to you all as I close, ask your child this. What is one thing that your child wants to do? And then ask yourself, how will you support them? Because the answer will come when you ask the right question. So again, constant pressure. Sorry, that was my thing there. Constant pressure brings distance. Be aware of the pressure that you put on your child, because we don't have no time for distance. Your family has time. It has to make time to come back together. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I greatly appreciate it. Listen, there's a family out there. There's a mother, there's a father, there's a grandparent. You want the best for your child. We already know that. We've already established that. But you know that you have put a little pressure or a lot of pressure, and now it has brought some distance between you and your son or daughter. That pressure wasn't intentional, but because you did it so much, it felt like it was intentional. And now you guys are separated, still living in the home, but separated, distant in the home and separated. And even though you're there, you guys are not close. I know what that feels like. But there is redemption. There is time to fix it. Sometimes you might feel that there's no time to fix certain things, but it's time. As long as you got breath in your body and you're willing to change, all it takes is just one choice, one decision to say, hey, I tried this and I tried that. That doesn't work. I need a coach. I need a coach that's going to help me and my family, me and my teen, me and my young adult get back on the same loving path, not the same level playing field, but the same loving path. You need a coach to help you and your family transform. I have 12 sessions in my program, worksheets, homework, activities to help you and your family become the best version that you have never seen, because your best version hasn't been seen. That means it's out there, but you got to find the right coach. And I believe this God-given purpose that God has given me to help families grow, because I believe every family deserves transformation. Guys, thank you so much again for your time. Please check this information out. Sign up today. I will be back on Saturday for another family morning session with yours truly, DMP Speaks. Until then, everybody, let's continue to grow together. Peace.